Welcome to Man's Man Monday, a production of the James McGee Show, where it's okay to be masculine, it's okay to be tough, and it's okay to be, well, be a man. Be a man. Join your host, James McGee, on discussions what a man should be and put an end to the toxic masculinity movement.
Let me try that again. Welcome back to the James McGee Show. I am your host. I am James McGee. So we've all heard the saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." So that was the Vegas Tourism Association coined that phrase several years ago, and it really took off. And so what they mean by it, of course, is Vegas is Sin City, and that's where people go to get away from reality, get away from who they really are, and a lot of time do some things they probably shouldn't be doing. So they're saying when we come home, if we go on a girls' trip, guys' trip, bachelor party, whatever, work conference, whatever in Vegas, when we come home, what we did in Vegas stays in Vegas. So how about this? How about we keep our mouth shut every fucking day? This is Man's Man Monday. And in my opinion, you are not a fucking man if you can't keep your fucking mouth shut. If you have to be part of or be especially if you are the president of the rumor mill, if you're the person who has to be uh, the first with the information, know everything, and then tell everybody, you're not a man's man. And look, this is goes for women, it goes for anybody. But men, you are not a man's man. I don't care what else you can do. I don't care how many people you can beat up. I don't care how many gunfights you can win. I don't care how many trees you can chop down with an axe. I don't care what you can do. I don't care how much you can bench press. If you are that person that has to talk about other people, you're a bitch. You are not a man. You're definitely not a man's man. You're a little hoe. So pretend you were in Vegas and keep your fucking mouth shut. Nobody gives a fuck about what you know. I have. They're not friends. I at one time thought they were friends. You have a couple friends that, looking back on it, all they ever wanted to be was the first with the most information. They had to be, and they had to tell everybody because they wanted people to know that they knew what was going on. Well, nobody respected them. Nobody liked them. They were used for their information, but nobody gave a fuck about them. There is to me no worse man than a little bitch that can't keep their mouth shut about talking about other people. It's hurtful. It ruins lives, and you know what? It's none of your fucking business. So keep your fucking mouth shut. So if you're going to call yourself a man, especially pride yourself on being a man's man, then act like one. There's no requirement. I checked the laws of all 50 states. There's no law that requires for you to have an opinion. Why do we feel like we have to have an opinion about everything? Nobody gives a fuck about our opinion. Nobody cares. So shut your fucking mouth. Because if you can't keep your mouth shut, again, you're not a man, you're a little bitch, and you're a little hoe. So that's all I got. That's my message for Man's Man Monday, because it's about the fundamentals. Doesn't matter. All the other stuff doesn't matter. If you can't keep your mouth shut of spreading rumors and talking about other people, then the rest doesn't matter. The other stuff that you feel like qualifies you of being a man's man doesn't matter, because you can't even keep your little bitch mouth shut. So I will see y'all again Friday for sure. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Working on some stuff on some panelists coming on talking about some political issues. But until next time, McGee is out.